Hey family, welcome back to Zarinah Elizabeth. I'm your girl Zarinah, and so today we're going to have a little different video than what we normally do. As you can tell by the title of this video, it was wash day for us in our house, at least for Janaé. I can't manage to do two heads in one day, so it was wash day for Janaé, and so I wanted to show you all what I do to grow and maintain her waist length natural curly hair. If you like this kind of content, please feel free to like and subscribe because Janaé will be making appearances, as it's just me and Janaé. So she will be making appearances often, and if you're interested in this kind of content, make sure you're liking and subscribing to see more videos like this in the future. And leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you do to maintain your natural curly hair if you're a loose natural, and what you do to maintain your hair if you're a lock natural like me. Stay tuned and let's go. Let's go, you little rugrat. Come on, let's get your hair washed. Janaé, let's get it over with. And then your hair be nice and pretty. Come on. Let's wash it.
No.
Janaé.
Washing is scary.
Washing is not scary. Come on.
It is.
What is scarier, getting your hair washed or getting bugs in your hair?
Getting my hair washed.
So you would rather get bugs all in your hair?
Oh no.
Okay, well then mommy needs to wash your hair, or else you're gonna get bugs all over the place, all in your hair. All right, come on, Munch. You can do this. Be brave. Come on, get up. Get off your knees, Janaé. Come on. Alrighty, so we are going to be doing Janaé's hair tonight, and I really like the Hello Hydration line by Herbal Essence, and so I will be using their shampoo and conditioner. I really like Cream of Nature's Argan Oil intensive conditioning treatment, so I do a deep condition as well. And this is actually our first time trying out, maybe in a long time, the olive oil leave-in conditioner. At least trying it out. I know I've never used it on Janaé's hair. I've never used African Pride products on her hair, and now I've just been doing trial and error, trying out stuff and seeing what works and what doesn't. We've gone through quite a few different product lines, but I really do like the Hello Hydration. So that right now, okay, that right now is our staple. And then of course, with any curly haired natural, you need you a wide tooth comb. I like this brush as well. As you can see, it's used very often, but I like to use that to smooth through her curls. And this also is really good at getting the tangles out. I use it, but because my daughter's hair is so fine but yet so thick, I prefer to go through it with the wide tooth comb, and this comb I think is more gentle on her hair. This one is really going to rake through the hair, but I don't need it to be as forceful as this can be, and you'll see what I mean. Like you'll see. I'm not even going to go into detail. So that's what we'll be doing tonight. I am old school with it. We're right here at the kitchen sink. That's the way my mama did me, and that's what I'm doing for her. All right. So let's get into it. Alright, so you probably were watching the introduction of this video and like, why does she have a plastic bag on her head? but if you know, you know. You know, I don't know what Black family you know that doesn't repurpose their plastic bags. And I don't buy the plastic caps often because I have a ton of plastic bags around the house that I need to repurpose. So what I was actually doing was giving Janaé oil treatment prior to her shampoo, or some might refer to it as a pre-poo. This is just a mixture of Jamaican black castor oil, olive oil, and some tea tree oil. And I do put a lot of it, saturate her hair, her scalp, braid it up, cover it with the cap for several hours, and let her run around and let just the heat from her scalp kind of do its thing while I am just preparing for the rest of our day. So I am, what you see right now, just unraveling her braids and getting her ready to get this all washed out. So as I stated, I'm just going ahead and rinsing out the excess oil. If I would have just immediately started to shampoo, it really wouldn't have given me a good suds, like lather rather. So I do go ahead and rinse out as much of the oil as I can before I do start the process. So as you could tell also from the beginning of the video, Janaé is really apprehensive about getting her hair washed. She doesn't like the water to splash in her face. She's super tender-headed, so it's a whole ordeal for us. All right, so now I am going in with my Hello Hydration shampoo. And I know some naturals go out of order doing the conditioner first before they do the shampoo. Because I do pre-poo her hair, I do like to start with the shampoo. And honestly, this shampoo is so moisturizing and hydrating that even when I don't pre-poo, it is still a good thing for me to just start with the shampoo because it doesn't strip her hair. So that's what I really do love about this Hello Hydration line. Also, you know, it's such good slip that if you wanted to start your detangling process with the shampoo actually is such so hydrating, so moisturizing, and has such good slip that you really could start with the shampoo process. But I don't. I still wait until I have the conditioner in her hair because I do like her hair to be at the best place it can be before I start to actually detangle. Okay, so I do 2 washes at least, and then I go in with this conditioner. And so if you ever have used this, or if you ever do use this, if you think the shampoo has good slip, wait until you get this conditioner in your hands. It really just like slides all over the hair and gives it a really good conditioning. The hair is so soft and manageable after trying this or after using this. And so I use a lot because Janaé has a lot of hair. Janaé's hair strands are fine, but her hair is very dense and it's very curly. And so I do need a lot of product to help aid with the detangling process. And so I like to go in first with the wide tooth comb, and I work from the bottom up. And I'm never concerned about getting her hair super duper detangled, where I'm just like using the skinniest of combs and all of that, because I don't straighten her hair. There's never been a reason for me to do that excessive of a detangling, and I like to finger detangle mostly. So I do a lot of finger detangling with her hair. I actually didn't start to use tools until maybe around 2.5, 3. And as you can see, I went in with the wide tooth comb first, and then I went in with that paddle brush, and then I go to that detangling comb or brush, or however you refer to it. That detangling brush is amazing. However, I do go in with those tools first, the comb and the brush first, because that detangling brush is so good. It will get through those combs or those curls and those tangles, that it will snag and pull and rip if you don't already go through it, because it's just it will get that hair slick and smooth if you want to. So because I am not so concerned with her hair being super slick, and I'm more so concerned about retention and keeping her hair healthy, I try to put as little amount of tension on her hair as possible, and that's even in the detangling process. So as I'm doing her hair, I do tend to pull and detangle with my hands before and while I'm washing to get that shed hair. The hair that I showed you was about 4 weeks worth of shed hair, and that is why it looked like that, because again, I told you guys Janaé does not like to get her hair washed, and so we try to go as far as I can in between washings, so that she's just not, so stressed out by it. She's getting better as she gets older, but it is definitely still a process. Look at her little face right there. And if you could hear her in the background in some of the audio where I was allowing for the audio to be played, she was asking, well, what are you doing next? What comes next? She needs to be in the know. She has to brace herself. It gives her anxiety. So I try to reduce as much of that for her as possible, and so we try and space them out 3 to 4 weeks at a time. In between time, I do go in and moisturize and all of that, oil her scalp, moisturize the hair, spray it with water just to keep her hair healthy while it is in its style or low manipulation style. But now that I've got her hair all clean, now we are going to go in with this Cream of Nature Intensive Conditioner with Argan Oil. I really do like this. I use this on my own hair as well. I use both the Hello Hydration line as well as the Cream of Nature Argan Oil Intensive Conditioner on my hair, even as a locked natural. So I really do like those products. And so I go through with a good amount on each section of hair, smooth it through the hair, and twist it up. My goal at this point is to keep and maintain what I just did. All of that detangling, I want to just keep it as detangled as possible. If I did not twist the hair back up, her hair would start to coil and curl up on itself, and I would have taken her through all of that for no reason. Uh-oh. They laughing at me. All right, and just a quick little length check for you, a light length check to show you where we are. So we are, I would say, maybe not quite waist length, but lower back for sure, right about an inch or so above her waist is where her hair is, without me doing any sort of straightening, as far as like with tools and things like that. Janaé also has different textures in her hair. That's another little length check for you. Janaé's hair is a looser curl pattern in the front and a tighter curl pattern in the back. That is how she's able to achieve like that mushroom kind of look when she wears her hair loose, because her hair is just naturally tighter in the back, so I don't have to really manipulate it much. And Janaé did lose hair as a baby. She did lose hair around the sides and the back mostly. The top never came out, as with most babies. And again, we are just going through with product and twisting it back up. Alrighty, and that's a little bit more of the last of the shed hair that I was able to get from just doing that light finger detangle as I was separating her hair. There goes our handy dandy plastic bag. I'm putting that back on her head as she is getting ready to sit under the dryer. Okay, so I do not have a hooded dryer. I do have the bonnet dryer, as you can see, and this does the trick. And Janaé actually likes this. I wasn't sure how she was going to be when I first started sitting her under the dryer, because she is so dramatic when it comes to certain things. And for this, she actually doesn't mind sitting under the dryer at all. I think it's just like her reprieve from having to deal with water and hair being tugged. She's like, I'll deal with the heat. I'll sit in one place, give me a snack and my phone, and I will sit here as long as I possibly can to delay getting back under that water. So that's what this is about. As you can see, she's getting her little snack and all of that. Really living up the moment. And so I will let her go for about 30 minutes or so under the dryer, but she'll try and stretch it as long as possible. All right, so after that, I am removing the plastic cap. We are going to wash this conditioner out, and we are going to continue on with our process. I do rinse it out while it's still twisted. I am not concerned about unraveling her twists and all of that. I can rinse it out with the twists in place, and she is totally fine. It also, again, helps with keeping the hair detangled. On with her little towel, and now we are going to just twist it up for the night. So we use the LOC method on Janaé's hair, which is basically liquid, oil, and cream. So for our liquid, it is water. I'm giving you another length check here. For the oil, we use Jamaican black castor oil. And for the cream, that is going to be the leave-in conditioner. And so with the oil, I basically put a good amount of oil on my hands and fingertips, and I massage her scalp with the oil, making sure that I don't miss the edges in the front or the back. And then with the excess oil, I run that through the length of her hair. On top of that, I will put the leave-in conditioner, and then I will use the detangling brush to comb it through to make sure the conditioner and everything is distributed through the length of the hair. And then I am braiding. Why am I braiding? To keep the hair detangled. This is about keeping her hair detangled so that her hair doesn't revert, doesn't curl up on itself. And then I also use this to just kind of stretch her hair a bit. Janaé's hair will shrink about a good 70 to 75% if I didn't do any manipulation to her hair. Although it's curly and things like that, and parts of her hair, the back mainly, it will shrink up quite a bit. Okay, and so I am not doing a style, but I am just braiding as I moisturize, detangle again, and just that's how I allow her hair to dry. Okay, if I were doing any style, if we were going anywhere, if I were doing her hair in a true braided style, you know, I would allow her hair to dry maybe about 80% of the way before I attempted any real braiding style. But just because we're getting ready for bed, I am putting some juicy braids in here so we can call it a night. And I braid maybe about 80% the way down, and then I twist at the bottom. It makes it easier when it's time to unravel these braids. Okay, you are being dramatic. Relax. Drama queen. Alright, so here are our braids. No, my parts are not neat. I am not concerned about that. We are just letting the hair dry and getting ready for bed. As you can see, it is very moisturized, very conditioned. Her scalp is nice and clean and healthy, and we are calling it a night. I do cover her hair in a bonnet. She sleeps with the satin bonnet every night. And here's the next day. After wash day, as you can see, we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
10 juicy braids, and I just put these braids in her hair so that it can dry and it won't be tangled, because her hair gets very tangled if you leave it loose. And this usually is her protective style for the week, unless I have to take her braids down because we're doing something. If we are going somewhere, if she has a photo shoot or anything like that, then I will of course take her hair down, because she usually shoots with loose hair. Or if she is called to go meet with anyone, if she has a casting call or something like that, then we will take her hair out, because the casting directors love her hair
and spend my time there.
And so they like to see her hair loose. But when we don't have anything to do, she wears her hair in the braids that I put in her hair to let it dry. And if I wanted to, like if we had somewhere to go, I would braid it more neatly with better parts and everything like that. But being that we're not going anywhere, this is what her hair looks like, and this is usually what her hair will stay like for the next 2 weeks or so. And so I just wanted to show you what we do with her hair on a regular basis. This is her curly girl wash routine, and this is how she wears her hair. She wears a bonnet on her head every night, and this is how we go.
My hair from sun and rain for don't get messy.
Right. So we are going to dance class this afternoon, and this is how she wears her hair for dance, so that it's out of her face. She wears her hair in a low bun because she goes to gymnastics. Thank you again, you guys, for watching this video to the end. If you like this kind of content, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what you do in the comments below. Bye.